Hey there, Lone Moose fans. How's it going? I got another smoking video for you here. It wasn't one that I intended to make. It was kind of one of those oops. And so, spoiler alert, my Camp Chef XXL vertical pellet smoker had a failure today. And so, what this video basically lays out, oh, excuse me, it's late at night, lays out is what happened and how I recovered from it and how the finished products turned out. So, you know, I'm always a firm believer in telling it like it is, good, bad, or ugly. And today was an ugly day because it was drizzly and rainy and thunderstorms, and you know, it was a bad day because the Camp Chef controller decided not to work right, and I'm hoping that's just due to, you know, the weather. You know, some electronic devices can be real temperamental. So we'll see how that works. But so that's kind of the overall gist of this whole video. So I hope you all enjoy it, and I will see you on the next videos that I make. This was a good one. Okay folks, smoker's loaded up. I've got 4 racks of big beef ribs. Those should be done by lunchtime today. The brisket's in. I'll run it up to about 150, 160 degrees, then pull it and wrap it for the remainder, and the 2 beef roasts, and I'll run them up to about 135 to 140, then finish them off in the house in the oven real low and slow, and they'll be fall apart tender. So time to get to work now. Well folks, I wasn't planning on making a video of this today. This is Friday, April 23rd, and my brother's 67th birthday, so happy birthday, Terry. I've been trying to get a major smoking day underway. Started about 7:30 this morning. It's about 9:30 now. And this is the first time I've had major problems with my Camp Chef. So I don't know if you can kind of look around here. You know, it's a rainy, drizzly, dreary day, so I don't know if the rain or the humidity is messing with it or what the situation is. Basically what I'm looking at here is the 2 temperature probes. I had to disconnect them because it's showing the meats at about anywhere from 200 to 240 degrees, and the meat's still barely above raw. The temperature controller, I've had it set between 225 and 250, and it won't get over 183, and then it starts backing off again. And I've already had 1 flame out. So I don't know if this humidity and stuff's messing with the controller, but it looks like I'm probably going to have to convert this smoking process over to my gas smoker. As you can see, I've got a boatload of ribs in here, a 16-pound brisket before I trimmed it, and 2 beef roasts. And so, you know, if I can't rely on the smoker working in the humidity, then I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Yeah, see, the temperature keeps dropping back now. It's 183 a few minutes ago. Now it's down to 177. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to call it quits on this and get the gas smoker fired up. Damn it! That's the first time I've had a hiccup with Camp Chef. Okay, the switchover is complete. I get the meat in the gas smoker now. And I'm basically using pecan, a mix of pecan and mesquite to smoke this with. I got the second batch of chips soaking right here. You know, I really hate having to do this, but my gas smoker here has been my go-to savior more than once when I have a failure of something. So, you know, it's all in here now. I've got apple juice in the water pan. Ribs are starting to look okay. Ouch! I got water dripping on me from the roof, and it's cold. So I got temperature probes in the roast and in the brisket. So I'll be back and check it in a couple hours. Okay folks, kind of give you an update on how the day's going. It was drizzly for a while, then it thundered and stormed for a while. Now the sun's out and it's choke you to death humid. But what I ended up doing was switching over to my smoke hollow gas smoker to salvage the day. And so what I've got here is the ribs are done. I just pulled them off the smoker. The roast ran it up to about 125 internal. They are currently simmering in the oven, a little bit of water in there, and man, they'll just be completely fall apart when I get done with them. And the brisket hit about 155 degrees, so I pulled it off the smoker and wrapped it in butcher paper, the pink butcher paper, and it's back in the smoker now. I'm going to leave it in the smoker till it gets to about 205 and pull it, which will be sometime late this evening. But, I mean, overall, I was able to salvage the day. Now, what I'm hoping for tomorrow, or sometime this weekend, because I've got the meat sliced up and in the High Mountain jerky seasonings, I'm going to smoke it. So I'm going to give the Camp Chef pellet a second chance and see if it was in fact issues with the high humidity and stuff that was causing the controller to not function properly, or if there's actually a problem and I'm going to have to reach out to High Mountain to get a new controller. And if that's the case, that begins to concern me, because if y'all watch my other videos on the Masterbuilt smoker and going through 3 different controllers that worked exactly 1 cycle and then died. So we'll have to see how that goes, and I'll keep you all updated on that. But so far, you know, the day has been salvaged. Nothing lost but an hour, hour and a half of time. And everything's still turning out great. So I'll see y'all when it's done. Well, it's been one of those days. You know, Murphy lives on my right shoulder. The brisket's done. I've rested it for over an hour, so it's time to open it up and slice it and put it in the fridge overnight, because it's getting late now. If I can do this without making a total mess of everything. Oh, that's still hot. Hot, 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 hot. Ooh, itchy, hotchy, hot. Just about there. I think I'm near the end. There's the brisket. Okay, let it tear a little bit. That's fine. Yeah. All right, let me put some dry gloves on. That's looking real good. You know, kind of a recap. My pellet smoker failed me this morning, so I did have to switch to the gas. And it does a good job, but I don't usually get quite as much smoke ring and things, so we'll see here in a minute how that worked out as I start slicing this baby up. I don't know how much of that you can see. Put that out there a little bit. It is got a really good decent smoke ring on it. Now, this was a whole big brisket when I started, and I did a pretty hefty trimming job on it. I may have trimmed a little too much this time. But, okay, I gotta stop for a minute, guys, and take a couple of good pictures of that smoke ring. And let me see if I can zoom in here for y'all so you can see it. Pretty cool. Okay, sorry for the little interruption. Let me get back to work. I'm thinking I need to change my slicing angle here. Yeah, it looks a little better. That looks much more better. Man, that did. Now, this was primarily smoked, again, in a gas smoker. And my, Oak Hollow, which is basically a Dynaglow, has got two. This is a really old one. Has got, there's some juices running. Has got two wood chip boxes, and so I used a 50-50 mix, pecan and mesquite, and you're seeing the results of it right there. That is one of the best smoke rings I have ever done. I like. I hadn't intended to actually make a video out of today's smoking session because I had a lot of stuff going on with work, and then I've already done so many videos on the brisket and the ribs and the beef roast that I thought y'all might be getting tired of it, but then this kind of happened, and so I wanted to make a video of the problem with the fail, and I'm hoping it really is just a humidity issue, that because it's so damn hot and humid down here in South Texas, and it was a rainy day, that the humidity was causing the controller to act up. I've got a bunch of top sirloin that I've sliced up for jerky for mine and Jim's trip to Alaska starting next weekend. And so I'm going to smoke that as well. And I'll give the Camp Chef another try. And if it doesn't work out this time, then I'm going to have to give Camp Chef a call and say, hey guys, I need some help here. I'm hoping this doesn't turn into a fiasco like the Masterbuilt did with controllers, because that was just a total disaster. We'll see. Where it gives me pause to be concerned is, I've shipped those two Pit Boss smokers. They're on their way to Alaska. The last time I checked the U-Pack website a couple of days ago, the trailer was in Tacoma. Let's give this a try while I got this out. Oh man. Oh man. Good thing the dogs aren't in here so I can have the scraps. So now it'll be barged up there. Damn, that's good. But my concern is, who makes the controllers? Is it one company, kind of a, some Chinese company somewhere that makes controllers for all of these kinds of pellet smokers and other devices? Which also has given me pause about buying a pellet stove for the Alaska property. So like everything else with Alaska, everything's firmly planted in midair. I do all that. I changed that angle. Sorry, you weren't able to see. I'll probably edit that part out when I do this editing. But this was a 16-pound brisket to start with. And got it at Costco. It was a prime. And it had it was one of the better ones they had there, but I mean, it had so much fat on it that I trimmed a lot of it out. But it seems like it still came out okay. Probably should have left a little bit more on than I did. And when you saw, you know, the wrapping paper and how saturated that wasn't all just from here. I had the ribs setting above this, and they render out a lot of fat, and it dripped down on the paper. But I figured it wouldn't drip in, you know, penetrate it, so why not? But I did buy another Dynaglow wide body gas smoker, which is essentially the same thing as this Old Oak Hollow. And that also is on its way to Alaska. And depending on what the weather's like while we're up there, and if I can find a decent brisket, I may just introduce Jim to some of my smoking capabilities. He hasn't, other than the jerky, he's never had any of it. Boom. And that, folks, is it. Tastes good. Tastes real good. I used my regular rub recipe. Last of the scraps for the old man. And I'd actually like some commentary here. I'd actually like to get some commentary here, some thoughts from you guys on this. One of my friends has suggested that I do something like make up recipe cards or something and sell those through the website for y'all. And what I got to thinking about was laminated, you know, kind of these laminated plastic placemats where I could put, you know, my rub recipe and my instructions for cooking and a few photos of the equipment I'm using when I do it, and you know, the finished product and such. So if y'all would be interested in something like that, please let me know. Still contemplating right now. I haven't made a decision one way or another. But if it's something that y'all would you know, take advantage of, then I'll look into actually doing it and get them posted on the webpage. Now, you saw at the very beginning of this video, I've got my new logo that I had made up for my channel. I hope you guys like that. I'm going to be doing some research on Teespring and stuff to see about maybe selling some of those. You know, most YouTubers sell merchandise of one kind or another, so you know, at some point I'm going to get into that as well. That and maybe some stickers, or what I really want to do with it is get, you know, large diameter embroidery patch made for the back of, you know, motorcycle vests and things like that. So let me know what you think of that as well. In the meantime, I hope everyone stays safe. Please hit the like and subscribe button. That's what keeps me going, making more and more of this for you guys. And you know, I show it just like it is. If it's a messed up day or there's issues or problems, I just lay it out there for y'all to see. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please leave me comments below, or if there's something else you'd like to see me do videos on, same, you know, leave me a comment, share it with your friends. I'm pushing 500 subscribers. I'm hoping to hit 500 by Memorial Day. Memorial Day will be, you know, the 1-year anniversary of when I started the channel. And I know a lot of people make, you know, a bigger splash and get lots and lots of subscribers right away, you know, in the thousands and such. But hey, I'm a crotchety old man. I do what I like doing. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. So that being the case, this is Lone Moves out. Everybody stay safe. I'll see y'all in the next video.